Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome on in to where I'm still kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of sick, but I've been wanting to stream, and I can't sit still any longer. So we're gonna see how this one goes today. So hi, hello, how are we doing? Jinxie, what's up? Jason, how we doing? Yeah, I probably still sound a little stuffed up. I can hear it in the mic too. So Country Bell, hello, hello, hello. Kiwi, what's up? Red Rabbit, hi. Yeah, I'm just not gonna use the camera today because I'm chilling, dude. I don't even want to think about trying to sit up and look normal on a camera or anything like that. So we're just gonna do some chill creative planning things today.
7 months will be
J Bird, thank you for the 7 months, dude. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Hey Thomas, how we doing? Yeah, there's a lot of purple.
54 months.
There's a lot of purple here.
Can't sit and stream today, but wanted to drop the subiversary.
Pleased to meet you.
Source, thank you so very much.
Thank you to Jewel for the gifted fWhip heart fWhip cozy.
Pleased to meet you.
Thank you so very
It's
much.
that time
wow.
when everyone
hello.
gets sick.
Hi. Yeah, it's
Hope you
I've been
feel
gone for a
better
week.
soon.
I guess there's a lot. The mountains are so pretty. Yeah. What in the Mario Maker do we have over here right now? That's all I'm seeing. This just feels like Super Mario World right now. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Red Rabbit, thank you so much for the 8 months. I appreciate that. As a super fan, really do appreciate you.
Pleased to meet you.
Tokimi Sakura, thank you so much for the 4 months. Juliet, thank you so much for the 10 months, kicking off the hype train.
Today. Hope you feel better.
Dave,
to meet you.
thank you so much for the 20 months,
finally
dude.
Catch a live stream. It's been too long. I hope you feel better
Realize it
soon.
has been way too long. Thank you so much for the 42 months. Holy cow.
With a
What's going on? I'm
Pleased
just
to
moving
meet you.
slow. I also got to respond to a
06,
Discord DM.
Almost a year and a half.
Pleased to meet you.
Get loved and glad you are feeling better, nerd.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Pixels. But who did I miss? We got Heroic Pixels. Thank you so very much for the 13 months. I appreciate you. Distraught Potato, thank you for the 15 months. Country Bell with the biddies. Thank you. Glad you're feeling better. I'm getting there, Unicorn Queen. I'm getting there. We're probably gonna do a shorter stream today, but we'll go as long as
Pleased to meet
I'm
you.
feeling up
Hope
to
you
it.
feel better soon.
Thank you. Spirit Almond, 44 months. Appreciate you, my dude. Thanks so much. I've actually figured out how to use
Pleased to
Axiom and
meet you.
Lightmatic. I'm now working on a big
Lucky
project.
19. Hope you're well.
Kazuki, that's
it's
awesome.
way too warm in Chicago.
It's way too warm. Lightmark, thanks so much for the 19 months, dude. Appreciate you. It's 41 degrees Fahrenheit over here, so you know it's there was a little snow on the ground yesterday, so it's a little bit warmer today, but yeah. Try to take it easy since you're still not feeling 100%. Yeah, no, I'm chilling today. We're probably gonna stream for like an hour and a half.
fWhip.
Might do a little. I've been slowly recording the next video. I'm probably like 60% of the way done, but not quite there yet.
Pleased to meet you.
Woot woot.
Eggs, thank you for the 51 months, my dude. I really do appreciate that. Jordan, thank you for the biddies, dude. Also, Jordan, do you prefer Deviria or do you prefer Jordan? I know you have the different name on the platform, so do you prefer, or is it just whichever chat you're in? I can't promise I'll remember, but figured I would ask. What's the plan for today? We're gonna mess around with this. It's something that I've talked about a little bit before, and I want to keep working on it and keep fleshing things out a touch more. The goal is to create a valley. We're gonna have mountain, big waterfall coming down here, just blah 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 blah, that'll flow all the way down into here and kind of be the reason for filling up this huge lake. Actually an ocean, but realistically a lake. Jinxie, thank you so much for the 200 biddies. Appreciate you. Outside of that, yeah, we got these big mountains, but I want this valley. I don't like how flat it is currently, so I want to bring the train up a little bit more. But But the idea that I want to go with here is that it's going to be for a lot of ranching. So we're not going to have any fields in here or anything. There might be big grassy fields, but nothing that'll be like wheat fields, potato fields, carrot fields, blah, 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 blah. The whole goal here is to create like a ranching community, because I don't want the dwarves to do anything with farming. So they're going to be ranchers instead, because they need to have food somehow. So as much as we're going to have the dwarven city and all that down in here, kind of taking these rock ideas, we're probably going to stack some of those up here to create that cliff edge. This will probably like smooth its way down so we can have the road kind of looping out over here and going back up. Maybe it'll go up here too. Maybe not. Maybe like a little switchback or something. Where's the face cam? No camera today. I'm still not feeling great, and I figured this was less energy to not have a camera. So no camera today. But yeah, so then we also need to figure out how this is going to come all the way down to here, which should be pretty cool. Won't stay for long. I'm actually watching episode 55. I've been obsessed. Yeah, Dreamies, you got 60 episodes
Pleased
to go.
Meet you.
Like the stream, or
You get
else
in there,
you
almost
also
halfway.
get sick.
Yeah, exactly. Anna Ross, if y'all don't like the stream, then you get the sickness I had, and it's been 10 days now, so you don't want that. You definitely want to click the like button. Don't worry, it's not contagious through the screen. If you click the like button, then you're totally fine. Anna, thank you so much for the 42 months. What I'm gonna do to make it easier, I'm gonna turn clouds off. Because what I think I want to start messing around with this mountain first, give a better idea where it's going to go. So we're going to grab our elevation tool, and I need to load a height map in real quick. I did design a few new trees while I've been sick. So we've got a few of those, which is kind of fun. I've been using this height map around so far. But the trees I've designed, I think, are under oak. Where is oak? Oak. I designed these guys to kind of, I'm calling them filler trees. So they're meant to go inside of a forest and be like just in between of little spindly
Pleased to
things
meet you.
between trees.
Glad to hear you are doing better.
Dr. Robbins, thank you so much for the 15 months, my dude. Appreciate you. But yeah, I designed these guys. So they're meant to kind of sit in between all of the spruce trees and everything that we make. If we were to do Grub Lake. Oh. Take some of these. So they're meant to just be like fillers. Like when a tree canopy is pretty thick and something's just trying to like get some reach tall and spindly to get some sunlight and whatnot. I wanted a few
Pleased to meet you.
that didn't feel
15
too
months.
crazy.
Glad
So we've
you're
got these guys
feeling
in
better.
here, which are kind of fun. I saw a screenshot a while ago of someone use dripstone as a tree trunk. The only annoying part is if you do that, the whole trunk breaks. So we'll just have to be careful of that. But I think it's kind of cool. So we'll just get rid of these guys. We don't need them here. I want to try designing a few more trees. I've been sick. I bought Assassin's Creed Shadows because it was on like a super sale. So I've been playing through that, and it's been pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's the most amazing of video games out there, but it's been pretty good. We're gonna take mask surface off, and we're just gonna. I need to get a few of these things. We also need to kind of clean our way along the edge back here. So I'm actually gonna take a little tiny brush. This whole cliffside here. We'll probably do this with like the shape tool, clean that up. So this back edge is gonna definitely be a lot more on the manual side, but oop, nope, can't do that. They look great, thank you. Yeah, I think the dripstone is gonna be pretty cool. We'll just do that through there. Back to our big brush. Sorry, I probably sound super nasally. I can hear it myself. We're just gonna. This is one of those projects that's like, I don't know when it's gonna get finished. We got the Nether hub in, so I feel like we could definitely do it eventually. But for now, this is one of those of it'll be done when it's done. So I don't know if or when this will see the light of day, but it felt fun to work on. Yeah, because this is this is so big. Stealing all your trees. Sorry, not sorry. All good. There should be for members. I should have the. I think there's an updated Axiom blueprints thing out there. I don't think there's an updated light matica thing because I don't really make light maticas of trees anymore, so I just haven't really had anything to share. Anyways, back to our elevation tool. I think I want to go with this one here. We're gonna make our radius a bit bigger, and we're on raise right now, and our rate is gonna be even bigger on the radius. Let's go like all the way. We're just gonna start kind of just giving some loose shape lines to this thing, and then we'll go back through and do like a takeaway. I need to paint all this. That's gonna need something. I want to get the mountains in, and once we get the mountains in, then I want to figure out like our rolling hills area. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to do our smart surface tool first, because then we can kind of carve it away. Because if we change this and we put it to extend to ground, and we start doing some stuff over here.
Pleased to meet you.
Hope you feel better, man. If you build this or wild.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. But I want this to kind of slope up more for where we have some things coming in. I'm gonna get rid of this point. This guy can kind of come back here. So I want these to like slope up more towards the mountain side. So if we do that, that'll fill in below. I think this is the better first step. We work up to the mountain, not mountain down, because otherwise our mountain won't be tall enough. We're kind of doing who knows what back here. That's okay. Thanks for streaming. This is looking really cool. Thank you. I think it's gonna be fun once we get it actually finished. I think today is gonna be a lot of purple concrete. So if y'all are here looking to see blocks or anything, I think today is gonna be a lot of purple concrete placing. We're purely working on the shape for now. I don't even care about the actuality of it. No, I didn't want that. I wanted... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I haven't listened to the stream music in a while. I'm like, dang, this is a bop. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that helps a lot with the general shapeage. Because that gives me kind of these like, well, actually here, let's go. I want to bring this up a little bit more. Yeah. Maybe here too. We'll carve some rivers and things out of here when we get around to it. Like little creeks that'll come down from the mountains, but we need to shape the mountains first, and the creeks can kind of determine where that's all gonna go. Nope. We'll do one there. force that point out. Cool. What are we doing today? Landscaping. Post my first custom tree in Discord. Take a look later. Yeah, I'll try and remember after this. I'll be honest, I got full on brain fog still, dude. Extended ground, I needed that. I just have massive caves. Yeah, the extended ground right over here is huge. Here, I can move the chat down so y'all can see the actual commands and things that I'm clicking on. You'd make a fantastic game dev. Thank you. That's actually what I wanted to do originally. I wanted to be somebody who like designed worlds in video games. There's still a chance for it maybe one day, but we'll see. But yeah, like I said, I've been playing the Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I think Assassin's Creed gameplay is probably the most mid gameplay you can have in any video game. Sorry for anybody who's a big Assassin's Creed fan, it's true. But the worlds they design, visually, so cool. So awesome to see the worlds that they've designed. The gameplay in them, they're not full of much interesting gameplay of anything, but they are pretty dang cool to be able to explore through and all that. Okay, let's go to lower. So I've been getting a lot of ideas, and now I'm like, I want to do like a Asian inspired area soon. That's kind of why I got it originally. I was like, I've been itching to kind of do something Japanese inspired, and so I was like, let's check that out, see what is in there. And then I was like, it's only, I didn't want to
meet you.
It's not a $70 game.
Already on the 5 months. Also, how are you doing, fWhip?
Hey, Ninja, thank you for the 5 months. I'm still pretty sick, I'll be honest. I'm still pretty congested.
Cha-ching!
I don't really know how we can get through this area back here. I guess we could come with the shape tool, but I don't want it to be like shape tooly. Ninja, and thank you for the gift member too. I appreciate you. Let's go to raise. And if I change the Y limit down to here, that should, yeah, that stops how much it can grow from up. So then we can smooth this section out here, bringing that down. I love Japanese style builds, are my favorite. Yeah, I've been really wanting to check some of that style out. I always love them, but I just never really have a place for them in the world that I'm doing, and so I think we're gonna kind of define and make a place for that here soon. I think I'm ready to have a not quite a new chapter in this world, but like I'm ready to have a new project of sorts come along soon. I do apologize if I'm gross sounding over here. I'm doing my best. All right, let's change this up, change that down. That will help a little with, yeah, okay. So at least getting rid of those long flat lines. This side, I have no idea what it's going to turn into over here, but that's okay. I guess I don't really need to focus on that yet. The main thing I want to focus on, I guess, is like this side. Honestly, the important part is we need to make this work for us first, behind the keep. That's kind of that's the scary point, to be honest. I'm very nervous about this. But I think what I might do is we're just going to take a shape tool. We're going to go here into super sphere. Super sphere, honey, where is my super sphere? Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing, man. We're gonna extend them out that way. We're gonna extend them out that way. We're gonna extend them out this way. Exponent's gonna go up so it gets more sphere-y. And we're just gonna come down into here like that, like this, like a so, and it's gonna just be like a little bit of like a rocky overhang. Yeah, that's probably the best that we can do, to be honest. I mean, I could just hide this corner of the keep, but I kind of like that it's just here. Sorry, I got blow my nose. Just join. What are you building? We're working on... If you've seen my videos, This is Tough Hall. It's a dwarven area that I'm working on. My main medieval city is over there. And so we're working on a landscape that's going to go behind it.
How are the new alerts working?
They're actually working, so that's big. I mean, I love them. Now that they actually function correctly, they're making me very happy. So that's good news. Sounds like a really tough cold. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah, it's been one of those that's just like, I haven't really had a cold where I lost my voice in a long time. And I wasn't even streaming on Friday, but I was hanging out and working on the build on Misadventures with Sausage for a good while. And I fully lost my voice. I had no no talking ability pretty much without my throat hurting until Sunday afternoon. So I thought I was like mostly over it on Friday, and it came back with a vengeance throughout the weekend. But yeah, last week I woke up on Tuesday and I was like, oh no, I don't feel very good. And then I just kind of was like, all right, we're gonna not do things. And see where I land. And then I just kept waking up. Wednesday was worse, so like I didn't stream Wednesday. And then Thursday was even worse. Friday, then I felt better. And then I was like, but I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna stream myself. I'll just be in the background and be more chilling. And then that didn't work. So Saturday, pretty much I canceled all the plans I had over the weekend. And then all Saturday and all Sunday, I pretty much just sat on the couch and played Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I'm pretty embarrassed to say that from last Friday to now this Wednesday, I've put in close to 30 hours in Assassin's Creed Shadows. So take with what you want from that. And I'm over here being like, this game isn't even that good. Why am I playing this? And I'm like, oh, it's because I don't have another game I want to play. I also played Fellowship a bunch. I got my 10K rating in Fellowship, so I'm kind of done with that game for the season now too, until a new season comes out or a new update that makes it interesting. So yeah, I got a lot of my gaming backlog done, and I've tried doing like a little recording here and there and just was not working, dude. What's the best advice you can give for starting us Forever World and not getting burnt out? Block burnout? I mean, take it slow is the biggest thing. A lot of people rush through it. But don't force it's one, take it slow. But also two, don't force yourself into something that's slow that you don't enjoy. Like, don't force yourself to work on stone and copper tools because you're like, I have to take this slow. So it's 600 days in game until I can get something more than a copper tool. And like, that's not good. That's also boring. So what I mean by take it slow is if you're somebody who likes to make farms for resources or things, build a day one iron farm as your first project. Don't build the Iron Titan or whatever the heck the new iron farms are called. That's showing my Minecraft age by calling it the Iron Titan. That gives you a bajillion iron per hour. Like, you don't need that as your first iron farm. Like, the big thing about Forever Worlds is you don't want to cut yourself off from future content. What I mean by that is if you build things that are like the perfect, the best of the best, and blah 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 blah, you're never gonna need anything more of this ever again. Then you fully cut out the ability to do a thing in the future outside of just because. So if you build like a small iron farm to get started, a small villager breeder to get started, once you find projects where you're like, all right, this thing isn't keeping up anymore, I need more than this, then that's a new project idea for yourself. That's a new thing that you can kind of tackle and do. So that's how I kind of start to think about it. Okay, this is starting to look pretty decent. We definitely need to keep working on it. It's starting to get some cool shapes in here. I like the shape language we're getting. I've not researched enough, but Axiom is very complicated to me. There's a great video by Ash's Den that's like a 2-hour-long crash course of here's everything, here's how every single thing in Axiom works. If you really want to learn Axiom and you have the brain power to sit through that, even in just like small chunks, I think it's probably the best Axiom tutorial video out there. But a lot comes from learn the basics and then experiment. The same way you learn any program, same way you learned how to play Minecraft. You learn the basics from somebody, and then the rest you learn as you go, as you experiment, etc., etc. Click around through the menus. Take some time to actually figure out what's in there.
Pleased to meet you.
Hope you start to feel better and woo new alerts.
Hey, Secret Unknown, thank you for the 9 months. Yeah, I'm hoping by this weekend I'm better. I'm really hoping. Also, Queen Hoove, thank you so much for the 15 months. Sorry I missed you. That was a few minutes ago. Not a fan of this. Let's go to flatten down. We're just gonna kind of tap right into here. And that is way too big a radius. Hey, Crimson, how we doing? Not a big fan of that little section there, but it's fine.
Pleased to meet you.
Finally able to catch a stream again. Woo mountain time. Hope you feel better soon, fWhip. Red heart emoji.
Hey, Fizzy Lime, thank you for the 23 months, dude. Almost brand new tree. Look at you go. Hope you're doing well. I'm kind of thinking the top of these mountains over here. And we've spiked up that guy pretty heavily. Those, I mean, they're all pretty spiky. So maybe it doesn't make sense. I was going to say we could like do these as flatter tops, but maybe that's flat enough. Kind of can look a little like they've sheared off some edges along here. Don't like that. That needs to get changed. Let's change our Y limit down. Right, I haven't done anything since I added that rock in back here. Yeah, that helps a little. And then go to flatten down. We're gonna, radius is gonna go. Something like that. Oh, why did you do that? Oh, ew. 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 Okay. Is that fine? That looks better. You don't mind clicking the like button. It helps me out a ton over on the YouTube side, so I really do appreciate it. For everybody who takes the time to do that. Okay, we want to go back to raise. This corner over here I'm not too concerned with yet.
Pleased to meet you.
A whopping whole 3 years. Thanks for getting me through the rough times, D.
Hey, Dire Kestrel, thank you for the 3 years. Enjoy the brand new tree. Happy to be here to help you out. Doing the little bit that I can. You got yourself through a lot of those times too. It's not just me. Lovely to have you. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, this side I'm gonna keep messing with it, and I'm gonna keep saying I'm gonna keep ignoring it, but I'm probably gonna keep messing with it. So take from that what you will. I'm kind of letting these like naturally be created like here, but being mindful of like not overlapping them, because there's like 3 potentials for where we can have a stream come down. Rest is that some weird foreign thing that's good for us, but we never give ourselves? Yeah, exactly. That's I'm familiar with that that explanation. We're gonna mess up the ground that we have around here too, so like these aren't gonna be so like drastic coming down into this. What I do want to do though is we're gonna say in our purple concrete, we're gonna move this to a mask.
I have a root canal dentist appointment today at 4 p.m. MST. Not looking forward to it.
Ouch.
Pleased to meet you.
Looking
Ouch,
forward
dude.
to seeing your world
Oh,
with
they're
all the
looking forward
finished
to- oh, different
mountains.
thing. Rainy, thank you for the 32 months. Appreciate you. And Deviria, thank you for the bits, dude. Good luck on that. That's rough. All right, so we're gonna go max radius here on the smooth brush, and we're just gonna tap. I moved the strength really far down, and I turned it to only grow. And I was clicking the wrong button. I was left clicking, not. Alright, the reason why I'm doing that is it gets rid of all of like the weird little gaps and things that were like a single block that was down. It does like really smooth out the mountain. You know, it is a smooth brush. So we do need to go back in and add a little noise to the slopes. So we can take our elevation tool, like little spots like this that got like really gunked up. We can do that. We can go with flatten down. In there. I really wish there was a hotkey. Maybe there is for changing those like back and forth. There probably is somewhere. Hey, Tuxie, what's going on? Come on in. I don't really know what I want this side to be yet. Like I just don't know how I want it to slope down, or if it's gonna be like a giant rock that's held up and like buildings are carved into the bottom of it. That could be very dwarven. This looks very awkward though. That's a very, very straight line there. That is too, but this side back here is probably going to have to be forced into being some pretty straight lines. That's okay though. It definitely looks like the water would run that way more, so maybe we need to like build this up a touch so it's just like it's thicker. Also, for everybody who's members, if you didn't catch it from the Cyberpunk City video, the last video in the hardcore series, I know my joke video last week went out and some people caught on. No, I'm still actually doing this series. But there's a new world download out if you want to go check out Cyberpunk City or anything in game. There's a new world download out for members right now. I was very gross looking in there. What the heck? Weird. Okay. That looked mountainy. Love the inspirational thoughts about block palettes. Oh, that little section in it. I'm trying to do more of those. Flip for scale. How's our mountain? Still watching Cyberpunk City. It's a big one, dude. I don't blame you. That's one that you gotta chew on that for a bit. What was that joke video? I haven't seen it. No, it's totally legitimate and nothing fishy happening whatsoever in the video. Yeah, Dire Kestrel, I didn't say anything for a while because I was thinking people would be a little freaked out by it. But the second people finished watching through the whole thing, I was like, they'll get it. They'll get the video. Needs to be taller, you think? I don't want it to be much taller. I mean, it's already, what are we at right here? We're at, let's say this is the base, 126. Up to, it's already almost 100 blocks tall, up to 217. And if you think about that down into the valley here, where we're sitting at here, we're down at 97, so that's 130 blocks to the top. That is pretty tall. I wanted it to be shorter than this guy. At least this one. I wanted that mountain to be a little... Because what are we at here? 234. So that's a little shorter. That one I think will be bigger. That one I think will be shorter. And that one I think will be bigger. So this guy will come up taller. That guy won't. And that guy probably will. Creator's joke / clickbait title from when I first read the title. I put the little asterisks in there as a little giveaway. I think this will work because this mountain here is probably, that's gonna be a lot bigger than that guy once we eventually get around to it. Speaking of which, this is actually the one that I want to work with Wizzy on soon. I need to bug him. He said he would be interested in helping me out. I haven't had the space to, brain power space to chat with him yet. We're probably going to redo the edge of the mountain a bit there, to be honest. But my plan for this section here is going to be kind of absurd, but I want that mountain, that mountain, that mountain to come to one grand peak in the middle. So, yeah, this song's too wub wub right now. Yeah, this is more the vibe I'm down for.
Pleased to meet you.
9 months, yay. Hope you get better soon, fWhip less than 3.
Hey, Sep, thank you so much for the 9 months. Appreciate you. Me too. I'm itching to be making videos, dude. I've been slowly recording the next one, and I am so ready to be able to actually work on it. Did I miss the Mountain of a Swamp being finished? Nope, haven't touched that anymore. I just kind of lost inspiration for that one for now, because it's how would I say it? It's one of them that I like this side of it because I started using Axiom. This is when I was first using Axiom. I really am not a super fan of this side, especially the Mountaineer. This one's okay. I want to redo pretty much everything here is the problem. Like even this is kind of mid because this is when I was like first learning Axiom, and all I did for this is I took the rock tool as a capsule and like, so I built up just blocks for a straight line, and then all I did was the rock tool, and I just started going like this. I was just like bam, 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 and that's how I was like creating shapes. So I wasn't really learning. I wasn't using the tools I use now for building mountains, and also I built them all out of stone, being like, I'll come back and texture them later. And yeah, I just don't like it. So whereas these guys, they just look so much better. We still need to build these in the actual world. I think these guys, actually that one. I think actually the next one we're going to do is this one. I think this is going to be the next mountain that we actually build in the world. I think it'd be really cool to have this guy done just because it's so centralized to everything else that we've been working on. What happened to those snow layers? Oh, I turned weather on in this world briefly. Oh no. That's fine. Actually kind of looks okay. But don't look over there. And we also need to figure out what these rolling hills things are going to do, because I want a road here that's going to come around this way and kind of swoop probably around the whole thing and loop up to here. That'll connect into the mom, and then that road will also continue along this way, probably connect into a little farmstead here, but like turn this all, I think this is going to be more forested, probably a little bit more, maybe probably a lot of underbrush and shrubbery and things like grasses and whatnot. For mountains, Axiom / pre-planning versus hand doing them saves so much time, plus looks 100 times better. Yeah, there's definitely been people who've been like, ew, you're using Axiom, you're cheating, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. At this point, I could not give a rip. I like, just let me make what I want to make in my Minecraft world as I want to do it, and everything will be totally okay. That is a very gross looking spike out the top, but it's a starting point. We're gonna treat this like clay. You just make a huge mess and then we'll mold it how we want it. I am gonna get rid of this just because I'm assuming we're probably gonna move that way a little bit more. And we can paint. I was wanting to get these mountains done today. Like, that's my main goal. And if we get the mountains done, I think it'd be fun to kind of start working on this back cliff edge here that's going to be for the waterfall. I know I want the waterfall there. I don't know how I'm going to get the water to that point at the top, but we'll figure it out eventually. You build this with Axiom. Never mind. By hand. Yeah. Well, now that all the hermits are talking about Axiom, the Minecraft community loves Axiom, so it's fine. Now that the hermits are openly talking about using Axiom for things, now it's suddenly much more accepted to use Axiom. That's not a knock on the hermits. That's a knock on the Minecraft community. Just to clarify. Not a shred of sarcasm. No, no, I can't be sarcastic. I'm sick. I can't put my usual sarcasm tone in my voice right now. There's only one voice. There's no multiple voice. Make the radius lower and we can fix all these weird little gaps. I was gonna add that. Oh, the hermits did it, so it's cool. If they didn't, okay, it will burn you at the stake is very, very bad. Yeah. It's amazing how quick some of the Minecraft community can go from being, and it's even the same people. Like there's even this last video I released, that perfect start joke video. I had some people that commented at the start being like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing, I'm so glad you're doing this. And then literally 30 minutes later, after they finished the video, they left another comment and they're like, haha, I knew all along this was a joke. That's such a good bit, fWhip. And it's like, no, your first comment when you started the video was, wow, I'm so glad you're jumping on this trend. And then afterwards you're like, I knew you were joking the whole time. I knew it. Haha. Basically being like, just jump inside so quickly. It's crazy. I guess that's not Minecraft community. That's internet. But like, ugh. It's a weird one. Internet culture is just weird. All right, Y limit, we're going to decrease that so it doesn't carve much lower than we want it to. Radius needs to come down. Nope. I feel like the mountain shape really starts to come in when we start carving away. Why is it adding blocks? I'm setting it to lower and it's adding blocks? That's weird. Oh, I changed the Y limit. Not that one I wanted. You see that? Blocks are getting added on the outside. I wonder if it's the true black on the... Like, how did that get added? Do you think you'll ever join Hermitcraft? I'd never say never, but it's not on my goals list as a content creator. I guess is the way I would say it right now. I don't like the idea of all my content being subject and my success on YouTube being subject to me being part of an SMP. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, and I'm not saying that's the case, but there's a lot of hermits who I think are absolutely amazing people. And some of my favorite series that they've done are the series where they're not on Hermitcraft. And their series are absolutely amazing. And they get just a fraction of the views because the audience is so set around them only posting Hermitcraft that, and then it becomes like a self-fulfilling prophecy of, oh, my audience is watching this, so I'm going to watch this more. And then you try and do something new later on, and you're like, oh, it did even worse than the last time I tried doing something new. So I don't like the idea of being forced into that like content cycle of only being able to make a certain thing. I mean, I even kind of feel forced into it right now for my single player world, but this is a me thing. Like my single player world is fine. Nobody's ever gonna kick me out of my single player world. Like I control this content I make and all of that. And so I think that's a big thing. And I also don't like server resets. I have a very hard time getting invested in any form of an SMP, especially when the talk starts to come with, okay, when are we going to wrap up? I have no desire to then be like, okay, I'm going to finish my build. No, I like living in a Minecraft world that I make. I don't just build a thing and be done with it. I really like to live in the worlds that I make. And so being on an SMP that is constantly resetting, like, yeah, that's not for me. Like when they did season 6finity or whatever they called it, like that was cool. That I thought was fun, where their reset was just going somewhere else. Like that type of stuff, I'm like, okay, that I could be interested in that. But now they've been pretty consistent on their like 8-9 month reset cycle, or maybe a year, and that just does not interest me in the slightest. Yeah, what's my favorite cheese? Honestly, I miss Parmesan cheese the most, but I can't eat it because I'm dairy free. It's not a bad thing, but it's really hard to break away from being typecasted. Certain communities get so mad if the videos aren't of that content. Yeah, I mean, look at all the 100 Days YouTubers that grew like crazy when 100 Days was trending. How many of them are still around that get even a fraction of the views they got back then? It's not only an SMP thing, it's just Minecraft content and YouTube content in general. I feel like the nicest part would be that people would stop commenting, oh my god, fWhip, you should be on Hermitcraft, you're such a great builder, you should be up there with them. That comment would probably end. That'd be cool. I know people mean it nicely, but it also doesn't mean it's received nicely. Yeah, growing up, my mom was really big on like charcuterie boards and things like that before they became like the trend that they are now. So it wasn't uncommon just to do like cheese and crackers and like meat for like dinner or something. So like I or like cheese and crackers before dinner or anything like that. Like I grew up on that type of stuff all the time. So I definitely miss that. I'll definitely miss a good cheese and cracker plate. Still hate the top. Still hate the top. I think it just needs to be wider. It's a little just too tall for how... Actually, I'm going to raise the radius up here. We're just going to go bring all this in. I'm just going to expand it all out this way. I don't want to grow it towards the valley anymore because we'll lose build space in the valley. So I wanted that to be pretty expansive, and we're kind of already getting into not super expansive territory. So we just need to extend it out farther this way. I didn't really know how I was going to incorporate these cliffs into it. I want to keep them as cliffs. Maybe we'll have like a cliff like running around like this whole section, or it can kind of come down and then come back up. That could be kind of cool. Do you play D&D? No, I never have. My first experience into D&D has been Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I played Baldur's Gate growing up, but it didn't feel as like D&D adjacent as it is now, I guess. At least I don't remember it as being that much. Ew. Ew, David. Ew. Why are we adding blocks? That's so ew. All right, you know what? Before we go any farther, we're gonna do our little tippy taps. Tippy tap. Tippy tap. Tippy tap. Been playing on a Minecraft server that's been going 6 years, no reset. See, that's cool. You guys, y'all, probably. You all, not you guys, apologies. Probably have some awesome things that you can show off in there. Lava, please. Not doing that. The Modestant? I'm sorry I missed this a few minutes ago, but thank you for becoming a member, dude. Appreciate you. Will that bottom portion here of the water be used for a port? I don't know. This probably, I don't think so. This purple pillar here, the purple pillar, there's an end gateway right there that could be cool to use for something, which is why I've left this marker here. So maybe we have like a ruined something or another here. I guess like our waterway is going to come down in the middle. And then we have just this absolutely ruined city or something here. Ancient ruin, maybe like an old dock or something like that. That could be kind of fun, but I don't really have any plans for it otherwise. In this lake, I kind of like it just being El Natural. We have that space over there. That is that little tiny red village I made a while ago. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. And then I was thinking for the dwarves, they would have a port out here. I was thinking this could be carved out from like there to get a port. Or maybe even like cut back into here and then like carve it out that way. So they have like a natural island protecting. Is this the Ultra Terraform area? This is like Ultra Terraform area V2, where I want like all of this eventually to be custom. Because there's the little solar punk island that we made. But I can generate it real quick because I don't have the LODs for this area yet. But I love the idea of this whole space eventually being something custom. I feel like it could be super, super cool. A lot of little villages scattered throughout. There's all these cool hills that we can kind of just take the hills and the little mountains that come with them and extend those up, bring some valleys up a little bit more, and it'd just be really, really fun, I think. Yeah, I want this to be sharp on this edge, but maybe because we need to like raise, I want to change that Y limit. Need this to come out here a touch. Now that we got that smoothed out portion done, we just need this back edge to be a little bit. It's okay if the peak isn't directly centered on it too. Like that's not out of the norm. I think like this whole area coming up more can help. Yeah, I like that line coming up there a bit more. Maybe even give it like a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's got a little woof, 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 woof been growing. It's just this like front side here is a little awkward. To bring my radius down, or it's affecting too much. When you get to the top areas, you want to use a much smaller brush. This is where the little details matter a lot more. YouTube friends, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. Helps me out a ton, so I do appreciate you. Appreciate you being here regardless, but extra appreciates. Would you ever use train gen mods like Tectonic or on a new series? I actually hate excuse me. I actually hate the look of those. I think they visually look cool from a distance, but the second you get up close to things in Tectonic or those other ones, I think the texturing that they use for their like noise patterns and all that is just so chaotic that it just becomes ugh. I haven't found one yet that I like. Like even I believe Misadventures was generated with one of those mods. And there's just a lot of weird quirks with it, of broken stuff that just doesn't need to be in there. But yeah, no, I really don't like the look of Tectonic or those other ones. Is that a standard height map that comes with Axiom? No, these are, if you go to, what's the website? Is it axiomassets.com, I believe? Let's see, what's in here? All. Asset packs. No, there's Willatronics. He released a whole like pack of 150 something height maps. I don't know where they are. Let's see, is it on here? I don't think. No, it looks like they're not on the Axiom Asset Library website. You can get them in the, they're somewhere in the Axiom Discord though, under the help category. Why'd you do that? Huh. Now it's starting to look better. It still is just a little... Honestly, debating... What if we just, like, brought it... The top is just a little too pointy. I just, like, clear cut it to, like, there.
Cha-ching!
Bro, thank you for the 10 gift memberships, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, this side, not my favorite. This side, I like a lot, which is looking... I think that looks really good from over there. This side, definitely a bit better. I think this side, maybe like along here. We need to extend this out. Yeah, throw some hearts in the chat. Now that people got gift memberships, throw some fWhip hearts in the chat. Yeah, I think bringing this out here is gonna help a lot. Oh, nope, we missed a spot. This will do it, I think. It's okay to have like one sharp side of the mountain and look where like the plate or something was getting pushed up and then it's like falling over the other side. I don't know rocks. Some rock person will tell me that that's probably right or wrong. I ain't no geologist. I just know a nice rock when I see a nice rock. That looks like a nice rock line right there. Limit, we're gonna change that down. Ask Hades. Hades does like rocks. It's true. Our local rock person. No, I'm pretty sure we have somebody in the community who is an actual geologist. Oh, sorry, animals. Hee oopsies. Oh no, wow, what happened to all the animals? Oh no, the cow made it out. Get rid of the... Ah, oopsies. So sad. How do you get the light matter files on only the top layers? I clear them out manually. Well, I use Axiom to clear it out, but I'm in fact a geologist, but I missed the question. I was just gonna say, I don't know if this makes sense for three
Pleased
sides
to
of the
meet
mountain
you.
coming out a bit
Whip
more.
yay, whip yay,
Kind of
whip
there,
yay,
and the next
hello
thing a
there.
little sharper. Pocket, thank you for the 6 months. I was gonna say it sounds somewhat legit to me to have like a sharper face on a mountain, because wouldn't that be like tectonic plates smashed up against each other? So that's like getting pushed up that way. Not that we really have a plate on this side yet, but I don't know if that makes sense or not. Ben, I just answered you. Like in between you posting that question the first time and you posting the same question right again after, I answered you. This needs to get cleaned up in here. Booking the stream in my university hoodie. Great time. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I gotta wear mine more. I haven't worn mine a whole lot recently. Oh, I gotta manually get rid of the mushrooms. Very much depends on where it's formed geographically, but you're right. Convergence plate boundaries form steep and large-scale mountain ranges. Nice, nice, nice. I knew my rocks. I know my rocks. I could have been a geologist. No, that's a lot of smart people topics that you have to do, and I don't smart people topic very well. I've been out of the smart people topic game for a long time. Almost coming up on 6 years. I think it's 6 years at the end of the summer since I've been full-time as a content creator, which is pretty crazy in itself. That's a long time to not be in the smart people lands. I think the longer you're a content creator, the just like slowly it just creeps in that you haven't had to use your brain for math or anything for a long time. It just slowly creeps in on you that you're like, oh wait, I forgot how to do all this. If you ever want to look up well-explained geography videos, check out Myron Cook on YouTube. No relation, just cool. Okay. Yeah, there's that Minecrafter Nice. Minecraft Nice. For any of you rock nerds out there, if you haven't heard of this dude, he makes some excellent rock videos. His first video that I saw a while ago was, where was it? This one. He goes over talking about building real mountains in Minecraft. Very cool video. But check out Nice name. He's got some cool rock videos. Apparently he's on a caves SMP, so that that makes a lot of sense for a rock person. The heck that happened? Okay. I think we're getting there. Yeah, we're gonna just call that good on that one and start messing around over here. Radius up, Y limit up. Oh, that's lower. That's not up, that's down. I kind of lost my sharp cliff I was making. Maybe we bring that forward a bit. I don't know. We'll mess around with that after we finish mountains. This village I'm looking forward to transforming. I don't know what it's going to transform into, but I feel like it's a really cool location for something. It could be the people that watch. They could be like watchers over the whatever the end portal thing is going to be in here. I don't
Pleased to meet you.
Have to head out. Hope you feel 100% soon.
Hey, Heather, thank you so much for the 18 months. Appreciate you. And for the well wishes. Hopefully I'm back to normal next week. If not, I'm gonna be throwing hands. I don't know with who. Whatever this cold I got, I'm gonna find that cold and go Osmosis Jones on it and throw hands. There's a throwback. I don't remember much about that movie, but I remember enjoying it as a kid. No Friday stream. This Friday, will probably be Misadventures. If I'm feeling up to it, we'll stream. We're gonna start resource gathering. For those who did not watch last Misadventures Friday, even though I wasn't live, we started working on the guild hall design, and I finished it in creative. So we do have the Misadventures guild hall done for us. We're gonna change the Y limit down, and I'm just gonna start raising. And for us, I mean the Nightborn. We need to still gather all the materials, and I don't think anybody's done any resource gathering since the stream of signing it. So hopefully people start being more active on Misadventures. I know I haven't been super active, but I feel like I've been very much waiting for other people's buy-in before I fully dive in, because like I really want to be active on Misadventures, but I don't want to be the only one. So maybe it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy a little bit of, if I don't be super active, then why are other people gonna be super active? But yeah, I don't know. I really want to do more Misadventure stuff, but it's hard when there's not a whole lot of people on the server, when I could also just be doing single player stuff that will do better in videos, and generally more interested in the projects I'm working on in here. Low-key missed some fWhip MCC. Yeah, we'll get back into some MCC stuff soon. I've been missing doing that stuff too. So I reached out to Scott. I was like, all right, what's next situations look like for any of that? Like, I was like, I'm traveling a lot coming up soon, but I want to be in one soon. So let me know, and I'll try and keep the weekend free. Need to do, I think. Let's just take our big smooth brush. Yeah, Heroic Pixels, I haven't heard anything on it, but maybe. Could be fun. Are they planning to do an MCC over the... I'm assuming Hermit Takeover is something to do with the charity stream thing they do every year? So I saw the announcement that they're doing that again. So I reached out to friends and I was like, are you coming back? Are you coming to Seattle? I'm gonna make sure. I didn't get to see them last time they were here. I was gonna try and meet up with them last time the Hermitcraft Gamers Outreach thing was here, because I was like, oh, I could come by the Redmond studio super easy. That's fine. I could drive over there. Like, I live in Seattle. That's not too far. And then they were just like swamped the whole time doing that it just never worked to be able to go say hi. And then some of them were like, we're sticking around after. We're going to hang out. We have an Airbnb out here. You should come out. And then I looked at where they were, and it was like a 4.5 hour drive. And they were like, you should come out for the day. I was like, I'm not spending 8 hours in the car to come see you all. I'm sorry. Love you, but not that much. Like, I would be in the car for much longer than I would actually be hanging out with you guys. Like, I ain't making the trip over, dude. What's MCC? Minecraft, or MC Championships is the full name. But it's a big Minecraft live stream event that is put on by Nox Crew and Scott's Major. And it's like a big competitive content creator Minecraft live stream event. It goes on like a Saturday or something like that, and it's like a 2.5 hour event. And teams of 4 people, all content creators, all live streamed. It's a pretty cool time. I just didn't like how sweaty it was getting, which is not a problem with the event. That's more of a me just not wanting to be equally sweaty. I find Minecraft PvP to be fun. A little. Like, small amounts of Minecraft PvP and competitiveness can be fun. But I'm never, like, you know what I want to be? Super competitive and skilled in Minecraft PvP. The second people were started, like, VOD watching to see their competitors, to learn what they think the person that their team, like, going against is going to do, and how they can react to what angle out of the last 10 MCCs did fWhip take in Battle Box. Okay, we can assume he's going to go left again, and we'll get an easy kill on him there. Like, I ain't doing that, dude. That's just take me out, man. Like, put me out of the event. I ain't interested in that. So it kind of started devolving into a little bit of that, and I just reached out and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Like, I'm A-okay with not being super involved in this. Came back from school. It's great to catch you live. No face cam today. No, I'm still pretty sick. I've unfortunately been sick for the last like week and a half, which is why I haven't been streaming at all. So I'm still not feeling the best. So I just wanted to not really care if I'm all gross and snotty and all that over here.
Excuse me.
I'm on like day 9 of being sick right now, and I'm so over it. What does the Y limit change in raise tool do? It affects, like, you can see the cylinder on it. If we change that all the way to the top, you can see the cylinder is really tall. Change it to the bottom, you can see it's just a single layer. It's basically how much you can go, how much up or down it'll affect. So if you only want to affect a little tiny bit, you set it to a low number. You can see right here, it'll only affect there, but if I do it to like a high number, it's affecting all the way up that slope too. So it gives you more control over what's being affected. Generally, when you're doing first brush strokes, just set it all the way to the max. And when you're doing more fine tuning, set it as you need. Like in here, we don't want to raise the height of that yet. We just want to get the middle and then this side, so we shrink it down. It's just a balancing act of which areas do you want to affect. Kind of like the idea of this mountain having multiple peaks to it. But these two, I think, are going to be generally larger. You staying clean? Yeah, I was so good about not getting sick at all this year. Actually, that's this year, yes. I was sick for like 30 days in January. Or December, like back half of November and into December, I somehow got mono, which was super not fun. So my throat, I just basically had a sore throat for a month and a half. So I was finally starting to feel better, and then I get this. I'm like, probably my immune system just hadn't fully come back yet. I'm just clear cutting this so it gets a little bit flatter. I don't even know how I got mono, dude. I probably just like shared a drink with somebody or something like that at a out for a night. Like, I don't know.
Pleased to meet you.
Glad you are feeling better.
Hey, Burp, thank you for the 25 months. Yeah, we're getting there. Slowly. Definitely not going to push it too far on stream today. I was really itching to get in here and do something. And this build has been rolling around in the back of my brain. I'm like, I don't really want to go mess around. I think after stream is tea and couch time. My wife's off for the weekend for a bachelorette trip, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna probably sit on the couch all weekend and just play games on my Steam Deck. I have my Steam Deck set up right now down there, so I can just restream my physical computer screen, so I get the... And because we have pretty good internet, the latency is really not bad for a single player game. It probably wouldn't be great if I was doing like competitive multiplayer, like shooters or anything like that. Probably would be frustrating. But for like, I've been playing Assassin's Creed, so it's been fine with that. And so I'm probably just gonna sit down there and keep playing. It's great just being able to sit on the couch and basically be having full access to my computer up here, but I can sit on the couch downstairs. It's perfect. Where are you building these? Tough Hall is right there.
Pleased to meet you.
Good morning. Glad you're feeling better.
Hey, Arcane. Thank you for the 19 months, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, slowly get in there. How did that happen? Ooh. Are you done with that? Are you done with the build that you shared on the streams? I don't know which build you're talking about. I've shared a lot of builds on stream. You mean the spoiler from the last hardcore stream? No, I'm still working on it in the survival world. The design's done, but I didn't record anything Thursday through Wednesday through Sunday last week, probably. It's been super not fun. It's looking pretty good. I'm not liking this though. That's looking really gross. No, I think it needs to come up more, not down.
Pleased to meet you.
Who's that? O-Jokes? O-Jokes? Thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. Appreciate ya. Couch, coffee, and TV on phone and TV. Now that's the play. Yeah, I appreciate it. The double watch. Yeah, I have to go to the grocery store at some point today still. I have so many errands to run today. Ugh. By so many, I mean 3, but like, it feels like so many right now. And it's all like one general shopping area. But I'm just like, I only have to park the car once probably. But I'm still like, ugh. I just don't want to. That needs to go down. Okay. I haven't done this mountain yet, but that guy is still a little flat. That one looks good. That one looks good. I feel like he's just a little flat on top. Yeah, because he is. He literally just super flat across. Zero errands sounds like a fun time to me. Yeah, but I gotta go get dinner for tonight. I'm just gonna complain. Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna complain the whole time, but I'm gonna do it. And that's okay. Sometimes that's how we gotta get through it. First time catching a stream after watching the videos for 3 years. Hey, is it Janie? Janie? Oh, come on in. I'm a little sick today, so we're just vibing. But welcome on in. I feel like what I could do instead of raising is we could take our lower brush, right across these two divots. I'm gonna grab smooth. Just a quick tippy tap. More blocks you place, the more imagine you regret this when building. Nah, mountains are worth the block placing. There's some builds I do where I'm like, nah, this got way out of control. Like the Cyberpunk City. But, I mean, looking at the end version of it, it is so freaking cool. So it became worth it. This definitely is one that there's a lot going on with it, but I also think it's one that can quickly become very worth it depending on what the end product looks like. I mean, I'm already gonna have to cover this entire valley with grass or moss blocks or something, so. Yeah, no face cam today. I ain't feeling up to it. I really understand how, like, it's something you really don't think about until you've actively been a content creator or streamed or something. But streaming with your webcam on is so much more energy draining than just turning your stream on without it. It's kind of crazy. Because I don't do many streams where I don't have my webcam on. But I've realized that, like, it's a big difference in my energy level personally when I'm done with the stream. If my webcam was on or not. Like, if I end a stream with no webcam on, I'm actually usually like full energy still. It's absurd. I think it's just because for me personally, like, I'm starting to care about when my webcam's on. I'm caring about being like, okay, I need to make sure that, like, however I'm looking on the camera, I'm like looking at the camera when I'm talking to people. I'm sitting up straight. I'm trying to look engaged, so I'm trying to smile more. And just like all of that kind of feeds into it. Or when I'm not, like, I could be, I'm not right now, but I could be full reclined and none of y'all would really care. Like, there's such a difference in just like the having to care about how your like body appearance is looking, I guess, versus
Pleased to meet
just,
you.
Hello.
like, talking is a very, very big difference when it comes to streaming, at least in my opinion. So, I don't know. It's one of those where, like, I don't plan to really be doing a whole lot of streams like this in the future, but every once in a while it is kind of nice if I'm, like, tired of something to be like, yeah, I can just turn the webcam off. Also, Bryce Plain, thank you for the 43 months, dude. I appreciate you. Refraining from slouching is exhausting. Honestly, true. I'm thinking about starting my Forever World. Do you have any major tips for me before I start one? Start slow. Focus on what you enjoy. Don't feel like you have to rush things
Pleased
to
to meet
complete
you.
anything just because
Click booyah.
you see other people doing it, I think is a big part. Christian, thank you for the 8 months, dude. Working at 9 p.m. Oof, dude. It's rough. I kind of want this one to be more of a hill. I know I said originally this would be taller. I think I'm taking that back. I think I want this one to be like a little bit more of like a hill. Just like kind of building up the mountain that was here. I might as well just paint over all of this. I'll probably get redone eventually. Definitely paint a tree there, that's fine. I never have an idea. Wait in the train tells me. I like to come in with a general idea. Like I know I wanted mountains or hilly things here. I wanted a river or like creeks coming down from each of these. That'll probably meet up into like a more of a like creek from here, and here will probably come down and meet up into something that'll flow kind of S-curvy. And then I knew I wanted a waterfall that'll flow down here and go straight into the lake. But other than that, I didn't really have a whole lot of ideas. Have you been to Asia? I have not, no. Never even for like a layover or anything. I would love to one day. One of my grandparents, he did a big backpacking trip through Vietnam a long time ago. And like I remember seeing all the photos of it. I was like, that sounds really cool. And one of my best friends in high school was from Cambodia. And so he would go back every summer to visit his family and all that. And he'd always send pictures and like show me what he was up to and all that. And it's one of those where I'm like, it'd be cool to be able to go to that side of the world. I feel like it's so different from North America. I'd love to be able to have the opportunity one day. I also feel like it's like one of the biggest barrier to entry for me, at least in terms of like travel anxiety, just fully different culture. I have one friend who just absolutely loves going to Japan, so he's been like probably 8, maybe 10 times now. And he's a few times been like, you should come along, but it's always like super short notice. And I'm like, one day I'm hitting him up on that. I feel like that'd be like a good entry of having somebody who's been there hundreds of times and spent many, many weeks as like a tour guide almost. Okay, let's grab our smooth. You still kind of see that cylinder that I had in there, so we need to figure out how to get rid of that.
Pleased to meet you.
4 months. Let's wiping go.
Kasich, thanks so much for the 4 months, dude. Appreciate you. YouTube friends, be sure you click the like button. We'll see you on a bunch. Appreciate y'all. Excuse me. Shape tool. Scale of 1 to 10, how sick are you? I mean, depends on where you're putting the scale. I would say I'm like 80, 90% better compared to where I was last week. Like over the weekend, I had no voice. I couldn't talk at all. But I've never been like danger of need to go to hospital level of sick for this stint. So I feel gross, but it's basically just been like super brain foggy and congested and sore throat to the max. But it was like the first 2 days I had like a lot of those like body aches that you get from being sick, you know? Like that was not fun. Just whole body hurts, but I never had a fever or anything. So that was nice at least. That way. Yeah, we could just put one right here. Put one right here. I spent my 29th birthday in the middle of Italy. It was special to me. Ooh, that's really fun. How long of a flight is that for you? That's got to be a crazy long flight. Yeah, I've been to Italy twice. So we went for our honeymoon. That was absolutely amazing. And I had the opportunity to go once as a kid with my parents. That was really, really fun too. It's cool going back because when I went as a kid, I went to Venice and Florence for like a week each. And when we went back on our honeymoon, my wife really wanted to go to Venice. And so it was cool kind of going there and being like, oh my God, I remember being here. Oh, wait, this all looks familiar. And like, because just not much of it has changed in that time. I know Venice is very touristified now for sure, but it's still very pretty for tours. But it was cool being able to go back and be like, oh, I remember being here. Oh, I remember feeding the pigeons here and all that type of stuff. It was fun. $13 hours to LA, another 6 to Italy. Ooh, you had to fly through LA. I thought you'd go over Asia for sure, but I guess not. 13 to LA from New Zealand isn't terrible, I guess.
Keep it real.
Hey, Brock, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, folks. Do you have to pay already then to enter Venice? I've never had to pay to enter Venice, no. Unless, like, our hotel somehow covered it. I mean, we paid Our hotel had, like, organized, at least when we went for a honeymoon. I don't remember as a kid. I was in 2nd grade. I don't really remember much then, other than general vibes. You have to now. Interesting. Yeah, when we went, maybe our hotel covered it for us, because our hotel that we had there was pretty nice. Somebody comped it for us for our honeymoon, if I remember, like from like the wedding registry, if I remember correct. I don't remember too much about those details, but yeah, I don't remember having to pay to enter the city. That was back in 2021, I think. No, 22. No, 21. But welcome on in, folks. I'm still recovering from a cold, so we're just kind of chilling and doing some landscaping today. Were y'all digging for a creeper farm today? Still, how'd that turn out? We're very much messing around with landscapes. Big landscape. Introduced last year. Oh, only $10. That's not too bad. But yeah, that is annoying just to have an added fee to enter into the city. I do my embarrassing story from not even Venice. It was when we were leaving, because we were going to Tuscany after, and we rented a car in Venice, and then we're gonna drive to Tuscany. And I don't know if I've told this before. I feel like I might have. I feel like it would have come up like post honeymoon. Maybe this is like another waterfall-y something. That could be kind of cool. I don't know if logically that makes sense to have. I mean, maybe that one has a waterfall that flows through there. This has a little one that goes there. This one can have like a stream that comes here and there. I don't know. I want to have a few waterways up here. But anyways, yeah, we got our rental car, and the guy that we were working with for, oh, I need to do a bigger Y limit on this. For like the travel planner we were working with, he was like, yeah, just so you know, if you want to avoid the toll, or if you want to pay for the tolls, you need to, it's always on the left side of the street, on the highway is where the manual pay booths are. And then you just do that, and you can pay with like coins or dollar bills or whatever, and you'll be good. You just pay that way. And so we hung on the left side of the highway, going all the way through, to get to the first toll booth to like get your ticket, so you can go on where everything else is like that, like pass that you just have in your car, and it auto reads as you go through the sensor type of vibe. And we're going through, and I'm looking at the signs, and I'm like, that doesn't look like an auto pay. That doesn't look like a person to pay a toll for you. That looks like something more that's like you have the little sticker on your car that allows you to just jump on through. So I was like, we're gonna trust what this guy does. We pull into a line that definitely was the auto pay, like where you don't stop and talk to somebody like you have like the sticker, and we pull all the way to the front, and I'm like, oh no, I can't be here. Like I can't get through this. And I had to back up the car in there, get the person behind me who was already blocking me in to back up too, so that I could get out of the way, and had to go horizontally across an 8-lane highway just with all these angry Italians just being like, you stupid tourist, what are you doing? Like, get out of here, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I am going to be the stupid tourist right now. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so anxious. Like, things are not going good. Just honk all you need. I'm shutting down and just, I need to go this way. And it was, like, looking back on it, I'm laughing about it now for sure. But, like, God, dude, during that, I was not okay, man. Definitely not done that myself one time in France. Yeah, I feel like everybody who's traveled internationally has probably done something similar at some point. But, oh my God, in the moment, I was like, I am mortified. Like, I don't want to be here. Okay, so we need to kind of continue this guy. He needs to, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna take a light blue concrete brush. We're just gonna go mass surface. We're gonna go, it'll be, let's go 3 wide. We're just gonna kind of draw on some lines. Maybe that can come in from that way. Actually, we're gonna go there. It's about that size. And then you are gonna kind of come from up here. Now let's go. That's gonna go to there, and that's also gonna go to there. This guy is gonna come from there. We're also gonna have one that's gonna kind of come from over here. And you are gonna have like a whoop. Go all the way down to there. Gonna have another one from this that'll just kind of feed down in. That can kind of be like a little boom from there. This guy can kind of come in from up here. This guy can kind of be like a, that way. He's gonna kind of just disappear to there. Hope you feel better soon. How do you turn the terraforming into a schematic without it being full inside? You've asked that a bunch of times, dude. It's operations, and then there's hollow. Select the whole area, click hollow. That's an awkward shape. How did that get in here? How did we miss that? Oh, I need to use smooth over on this side. Also, for the smooth, you never want to leave it as stable when you're making mountains because it can really goof things up. So I always put it to grow. Some people like using melt, but I think the grow one works a little bit better because that way it can't remove blocks. It can only add blocks. So it can't remove any like harsh like height differences you have. It might generally make a few of them a little less steep, but it won't like overly affect things that you've done. This side back here definitely needs a lot more love. We're not really going to care about the backside of this. for now. What app is this? This is Minecraft. I'm using the Axiom mod though. That guy can go all the way up there, why not? Then he's gonna just come straight down here. So I feel like that could look pretty cool. We definitely need to clean this edge up, but these are the 3 mountains you wanted to fuse together? No, of course not. These are new mountains. No, the 3 I want to fuse together are these. Well, this is technically 4, but that's kind of just like 2 peaks. So like yeah, this is the area I want to fuse together into one big one. I just think like a peak right here, contrasting against like the big tree over there. This will probably be the first peak that we have that actually goes above build height, like vanilla build height, because we're still like 100 blocks shy of build height right here because we're at 239. Because even that's not at build height. That's like still 10 blocks shy. What color will the water be? We're in the plains biome up here. Sunflower plains, a little mountain biome, a little snowy slopes, a little grove. So that'd be kind of pretty classic blue Minecraft water. It'll be like this blue. Probably, something like that. But yeah, this will be the texturing that we use on the mountains since we already have it established. We just need to be consistent, keep it going. So it'll be all these kind of like darker, shadowy areas. Our tough, our pale oak, our a lot of acacia. The tough farming is gonna suck. Are these mountain ranges taller than the path ones? I don't think 100%. Yeah, I think the biggest path one is still the tallest. Oh, what did we say this is? That's like 140, 242 or 240, something like that. Yeah, no, this guy's definitely taller. Yeah, so these guys are still taller. That guy's still taller, which is good. Ooh, that's very stair-steppy. Ew. This whole place is super stair-steppy. Don't like that. Yeah, it's a little bit better. The thing that like I still need to learn more about is shaping out little river valley areas. It's like we're definitely gonna have to figure that out. Also, I'm kind of worried I don't have a whole ton of space for building up here, but that's okay. I guess if I go like Y limit, change our rate to this guy, and then we go radius. No, that's O, but it will be. Now, how would I do this? What's a good way to make like? I guess we could then just come back in with like a really heavy smooth brush. Be like, yo, smooth the heck out of this. I guess I could just use the smart surface tool and then like change it up from there a touch. Something like this that gives reason for why it needs to. Yeah, we'll just do that. Because then we can do like bam, 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 bam. And we can do like another point right here. Just raise this up. Raise that up. Yeah, that starts to help. Okay. What is going? Trying to flesh out like what a river valley is going to look like. Trying to give ourselves more defined shape areas for where the rivers are going to flow down. There we go. We're going to have to for sure do a lot of this by hand, but this is at least a start. Or not by hand, but we're going to have to come back in later. It's going to need more love than we're giving it. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. Is there like a gouge tool? There's a carve tool. Like a sculpt. I guess I could be using this. Yeah. I like the modeling tool. We'll come back in after and use those. There's definitely some free draw tools and whatnot that we can use, but I think for just getting general boxy shapes in, what we're doing now is effective. Again, we'll clean this all up later, but for now, this should help get the vision across. There we go. Yeah, now it's starting to come together. Going to sleep now. It's 10 p.m. Hey, Kotek, thanks for hanging. Have a good one, all right? Go get some rest. Just do that. That. Oh. Yeah, I think we're getting some better shapes in here now. I don't know. That looks good. Kind of will hide the river coming down around as it goes. Then for now, all I'm going to do here is we need this whole section to come up just ever so slightly. Just to make sense for why. I'm burying these a lot so that they smooth out a little bit better. Let's do bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, boop. We could maybe put some ponds up here or something where like if flatter areas have the water just like be slightly more sticking out or something. I don't know. Tell you what though, I think I might call it here today. We've got a lot of work done. I am not feeling super great though. So I think I'm going to call it there. And we will probably pick this up on whatever next creative stream we're doing. We'll probably keep goofing around with this for a while, see what we can come up with, but I like it. What are you building, a new mountain? Yeah, this is going to be a whole valley for ranching. And we're going to fill it with little dwarf houses that will be like in the tough hall style, but like really overgrown roofs and things that'll be setting up in that valley. like Oxbow Lakes a little bit. Yeah. So we got a lot of work to do, but I think we've got a decent idea. Just so I don't forget, I am gonna put this little guy in here so I can know that I'm planning to do that. That is a little, maybe, kind of like, let's have this become a lake. I'll do the landscaping on that a little later, but I like that. Maybe here can become a little pond, so it just can take up some more space. And then I'm also thinking like here. Just like really, really shallow on all of those, but just something. I think it's cool though. I think it'll be fun. We'll put a few bridges over it, get some roads up here, all that cool stuff. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you all so very much for hanging. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for suffering through me sniffling and all that cool stuff. But my friends, that's gonna do it for now. Thank you so very much. I know there's an ad, of course, going over on Twitch. I'm really good at timing ending stream with an ad coming. Let's see who is live that I know. Go send a little raid out over on the Twitch side. I will raid Linksy, why not? I don't know anybody else live. But my friends, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Jump on the raid and get some bonus channel points and all that cool stuff. Links it, nice guy. You'll enjoy your time over there. But with that, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.